I went from 4 racks in a co-location to half a rack. And now I don't have to track warranty, service agreements. I don't have to worry about the age of equipment. When do I have to replace the equipment? My engineers don't have to worry about going and doing a physical check of the equipment. Instead, now my engineers are worried and learning more about how to optimize our deployments. My name is George Estrada. I am the Chief Information Officer for the Center for American Progress. The Center for American Progress is a think tank in DC. We have approximately 300 to 400 staffers, and we write policies and weigh in on issues that affect the United States government and its population. The Center for American Progress was at a crossroads about 1.5 years ago. We were getting a lot of hardware failures, and when we were looking at the cost of replacing, we also had to weigh in who was going to manage and maintain it. And those costs were just not consistent with our mission and how far we want to grow. We had failures that had nothing to do with the environments that we were maintaining, and recovering the side effects of those issues. In one case it was about 32 hours, and another one 36 hours to recover. And when you add that, multiply those hours by 4 or 5 individuals working at that, not only does it have a cost short term, but long term. It takes you 3 to 4 weeks to recover from such an incident. I mean, I remember vividly not sleeping for months on end because I was always worried that this could sneak up on me and happen again. It's never been on the AWS side. We took one of our sites, put it up there, thinkprogress.org. That site generates a lot of traffic. It has big surge in traffic, and by the end of December we had this particular site out on AWS. First week in January we finished all the other sites that we maintain, so for a total of about 27 sites. On average we get about 20 million visitors a month between all the sites. Looking at where we are right now, 6 months into the process, it's the metrics and the analytics that we could pull out of these tools that have really shown the value of being there. A year ago we had zero transparency, and people will argue that you could get all that when you're hosting it, and that's true, but you probably have one person that could get all that information, and it's probably not legible to most people. Where in this environment, it's legible to everyone involved in the team, and any one of us can access it when we need it. We're using Glacier, EZ2, RDS, S3, and that's the basic startup building blocks that we're using for our web development. We are very excited to start looking at DynamoDB. We have a couple of developers and engineers that are actually rethinking how we're going to do our sites all together. And so we're finding ways where instead of just being stuck to a particular content management system, we want to incorporate that content management system with tools inside of AWS to almost essentially build ourselves our own custom-made system. A year ago, we could manage anywhere between 9,000 to 11,000 active users on the site. But once we started hitting 9, 10, we started sweating. If we went to 14,000 people, it would tip over the site. Cut to January, and we're on the site, we're on AWS, and we started getting spikes based on news events, and we were managing 17, 18, 19,000. That's a game changer for us.